Good afternoon, fellow crazies. This is Scary Champion, and
Bunny.
we're here to make your day a little better, we hope. Hopefully give you some answers. It's the thing, everybody has questions. There's no person that doesn't, well, I don't have any questions. I don't tend to question things. Before I can question them, they tend to happen. And she says I've been pulling stuff out of her head a lot lately, so if I'm screwy, it's
not my fault.
It's her fault.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Do a little bit of house cleaning while people are getting on.
House cleaning in what way?
Your little announcements, your little thingies you're going to be doing.
Okay. I'll put another class up. It's going to be doable in June. Need to turn this off. This is driving me nuts. Oh, Svikius Gribu Zenat Zavu Sinu. They think I speak a foreign language. Can you read that? That's not something?
Is that my language? No. I have no idea.
I want to turn it off. No, that's on all the time. Okay. I don't know what that. It's a thing in the program. It take 2 hours to fix it, and I don't mind if it just pops up like that.
Okay.
What's the thing? How you have a problem in a program, and a number pumps up all the time that doesn't need to be there, but you don't want to go digging into it because it takes a couple hours to find it. Okay, tentatively scheduled. I have May the 21st at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, USA. That's now. A Zoom therapeutic energy class for reducing pain. So if you have a lot of pain, this may be a class for you. It's worked pretty well. Most people I use it on say that the pain isn't there. So it's a class to learn how to eliminate your pain, joints, bursitis, arthritis. I've sort of evolved beyond the class myself, where I just have to say no more pain, and the pain just sort of goes away. It's very strange, like self-hypnosis in one sentence or something. This is a class that has a long meditation in it and a lot of stuff. And it's on Zoom. And you don't need to have Zoom to be in the class, because I will send to your email address a link. You click on the link and you're in the class. All I have to do is click and admit, and you're in it. So this class is about learning to use an energy that comes from you to boost your immune system and allow your body to heal. I believe the healing energy comes from you, because I've worked it both ways. I thought it came from someplace else. And I can gauge by my tiredness that the energy comes from me. So I'm pretty much exhausted at the end of a class or healing. I did healing last night, and I was so tired I just had to go to sleep. It's pretty easy to learn how to do, though. May the 21st, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, USA, Zoom therapeutic energy class for reducing pain. That's a long time.
Right.
Sometime in June, I'm going to offer a class, Improving Your Intuition. And that's a long, funny class. It's a funny class. It has 75 parts to it. So, but they're all kind of laugh your way through it. I took the test myself. It's just funny stuff. So I haven't got a date for June yet. I'm waiting to see how May does. If I don't have enough people in May for that class, I'll cancel it. And June, if I don't get enough for it, I'll just cancel it. So I'm not doing this for my health. There is a charge involved. It's not free. This one's $100. And you click on a button on my website under the class page. at the top, you see those hyperlinks, and the one that says class is the one you click on. And I've done a lot of these for free, but I have to stop doing that.
Every once in a while.
Yeah,
To make
Peanut has expensive dog food. His dog food's $100.
He's
Where
right
is he?
here.
He's right there.
He's
He usually lays
exhausted.
next to her doing these things. I don't know why he started doing that lately. He used to just kind of jump in your lap and want to be in the middle of it. And
And then, can I say something?
sure.
Okay. I just wanted to remind some of you guys. I guess most of you guys know that we have an Etsy site, and Gary's made some really pretty. I can't even tell. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, that works.
That's a bumblebee Jasper that Gary made just recently. And there's a whole bunch of different things that Gary made me this one too. And this is what is this? Snakeskin?
Snakeskin Jasper.
A snakeskin Jasper. But he also has some stained glass on there. He's kind of a Renaissance man lately.
Oh, when I'm not busy cutting my fingers with stained glass.
So if
my fingers are cut.
If you want to take a look on there, it's Crazy Daisy, and yeah,
it's Crazy Daisy.
You might find something you like.
But that isn't the full title, is
It's
it?
not?
Crazy Daisy Lane or something like that.
I think it's just Crazy Daisy.
Crazy Daisy on Etsy.
On Etsy. Mm-hmm.
So we make some goods there. We have some funny signs, we made, or some that aren't so funny, but they're about this size. They hang on your wall. We painted them and did them ourselves, so they're quite interesting.
Okay.
What else do we have on there? We have all kinds of things on there, but it's a little something we do to pay bills, like anything else, and plus it's a lot of fun. It's a little home factory we have in the garage.
Yeah,
so what are you doing?
Too. I just wanted, you said it's not.
See, she's here to remind us the things I forget. That's her job. Without her, I wouldn't. Probably none of this would happen. She's here to. She's what I call a nudge. She says, "Wait a minute, you forgot that. Wait a minute, you got to say that."
That's right.
Hit that you like and subscribe. That's our usual one.
That's right. Well, I get help from our constituency. Also. Okay.
Well, look at all
so
the
let's get started. Yeah, see, and it got people coming on, and now we're ready.
Starting at the top, Phyllis. I need to make prayers. My house was kind of home equity. Interest rates will, I think they're going to rise one more time, and they're not a lot, but it is going up. But you can change interest rates on loans. When they drop, you can redo it. I mean, it costs you to redo it, but look into that. We're doing repairs to our house too. We're putting in a hardwood floor up here. The carpet's killing our sinuses. So
before this, Gary said I sound like an old horse.
No, she sounds like an old Dodge.
Like an old Dodge. We're gonna clear
like an old Dodge. And so we're doing it for health reasons. But there's a little bubble. Little orb went right in front of me. Or I'm crazy.
There's a bunch of them.
Okay. Mary Ann Z. I had a dream visit in 2008. Well, that was a long time ago. You're just now bringing it up. But man, I love you, Dad. And I did too. That started seeing signs into them. Yes, you're a little bit like me. Okay, she's making a statement. That's it. Doesn't need my help at all. Mary, now here's a question. Does having a dream visit open you to receiving signs? Yeah, it is a sign. It is a communication from the other side. Spirit communication. We get them all the time around here. Deciding whether it's a spirit communication is the difficult part. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just your imagination saying things in your dream because that's what you want. So there's those two. Delma Montes. That's an unusual name. Delma.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is an interesting name. That Sunday, a lady was walking dog, got off base, killed my 20-year-old cat.
Holy cow.
The cats, it didn't hurt a bit. I don't know what that's about. Must have been pretty quick. She was so hyper and adrenaline was really, really high that she really didn't feel it. That's an odd one. That's what she's saying. I was up. And baby, only thoughts on stomach issues. Yes, you have acid reflux, but it's more than that. It's the lining of the stomach is eroded in some way through acidic foods and things like that. Eat some blander foods for a while. Eggs, oatmeal, stuff like that. That does not rot at your. Some people build up an unnatural amount of stomach acid anyway, but a lot of it's connected to food, the acidic food that you eat. And I don't know any way of getting rid of it except you can take drugs for it. At Omeprazole, whatever you can get at Walmart is a good one, and it works every time. I can't pronounce it. I can't spell it.
I tried. That's probably. I think that's the generic name of it, but it is
Yeah.
whatever. I forgot
Works
what
real
the.
well.
I forgot what the.
But
regular
this
name
is not going to help the lining in the stomach that's been eroded. You have to eat some bland foods and keep eroding it, stop eroding it, and it'll re-layer itself. This is an issue from life to death, from now until you die. This is something you're going to have. It's terrible.
I have to do some research on what works for you.
Okay, Deborah Martin, recently retired, still want to work some. No one wants to hire a 7-year-old professional. They do online all the time to do almost anything. You can be someone who schedules appointments for doctors or dentists or
Take care of accounts. That's what I do.
They don't care how old you are, as long as the job gets done.
Mm-hmm.
These are jobs that generally don't have a time limit on. Oh, you got 3 minutes to do this job. They're just jobs that have to be done by the time they need to be done. I mean, but they don't rush you on it. Just it has to be done. And you need to look in those places that offer online jobs. There's a little picture. These pictures are so tiny. I can't even see what you look like. I see blonde hair and a white.
Nice little picture.
Yeah, somebody accused me of being racist not too long ago, and her picture wasn't a picture of hers. I said, "How would I know you were black? I can't. There's no picture. There's no picture." But she accused me because of the way I treated her. I didn't apologize. I didn't apologize for a bunch of people because I missed part in the horoscopes, which we're not doing anymore. So that solves that problem.
Because they're free.
They're free. Well, you want to bitch about something that's free? We're not doing them anymore. We get a lot of complaints on this thing. We punch them off. That's a little different. This thing I'm going to continue doing, but I can eliminate someone from ever coming on the side again if they're not respectful. And that's what happened to her. She can no longer appear.
We have somebody new.
Hi, chat room. Teresa Haydarian. Ooh, that's an interesting name. Hey, Darian. I like that. Sort of flows, doesn't it?
It does.
Scorpio Mama, Latoya.
She's new. She's got a question I didn't see.
Life is a mindset, Lorraine. Yes, it is.
Hello,
all. These are just everybody saying hello. And ask a question? Sure, you're here, Latoya. Ask a question.
She's further down. She asked a question.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's saying hi now.
No, Scorpio Mama's not having another baby. There's something twisted in there. Something's not quite right. Not as fertile for some reason. Fertility is an issue. Now, you might go through those fertility drugs and have a baby because that would probably work. That's what they're saying. Fertility drugs do work in this situation. Also, there's something else that I can't tell you because it's kind of dirty. I'm not going to tell you that one.
Don't get us in trouble.
Tiger Eye 479. Hi, Gary and Bunny. Hello, crazies. Dominique. So you don't hear that name often, do you?
That's a pretty name.
Appreciate you, y'all. Is it a list?
No, I told her there's no list. It just
no.
I think she asked a question.
We'll get to you.
we're heading in the right direction. This is a interesting Dominique question.
Thank you, love. Thank you, love.
I like the hearts.
Latoya, that's just an interesting name.
It's
And I
beautiful.
can see her and
Mhm.
her little thing. She's
She's
beautiful
pretty.
and smart, they're saying. Um, she knows exactly who she is. She has no problem with people doing anything. She's firmly in herself. So things people say and do don't bother her. She's kind of sophisticated for that. She rises above it.
Yeah, because you did ask a question down here about an
Okay,
evil,
Tiger Eye.
right? About an evil eye, and I
I
did.
know,
Pull,
but I
I
got to
know.
go
I'm
down through here
sorry,
one
but
thing at
you're.
a time. I know I'm slow. If I don't get to them, I don't get to them.
No, you're not. You're getting
That's the
to.
way this works. It's free.
You're gonna forget by the time you get down there.
No,
But go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Dominic, weird question. Should I pursue my dream of becoming a plus size model or singer? Why can't you do both?
Yeah.
Thing about singing is it requires it. It is exhausting. It's exhausting. But and you have a little bit of a problem with pressure. Everything is on you as a singer. And modeling, it's you come out and you go back and change into something else and come back out.
I think you just need to
The,
choose something.
the modeling is the easiest.
I just pulled the card and I got the 7 of cups.
There's only 8 million singers out there.
Why is this? Oh, there it goes. So you have a lot of things you're good at. So
Yeah.
it's-
Latoya, may I please ask the card to see anyone trying to send the evil eye toward me? You know, Latoya, there is no such thing as the evil eye. We've discussed it on this side a lot. I've never seen it. Or it's known as the stink eye in Ukrainian folklore. It's called the stink eye. You know, I'm gonna get you.
Stink eye. Latoya, I pull. I don't think. I think you're strong enough. No matter what anyone tries to think they're doing bad to you, you're way too.
Latoya is making little mistakes and looking for someplace to blame it. And there's
you're too powerful.
Your inability to succeed is temporary. It has nothing to do with the cloud over your evil eye or anything. It's temporary. Stick to it. From small things, big things come. That's an interesting thing to hear that from the other side.
Yeah, I think
that's
right.
Oop, that went right by me.
You keep yours jumps.
It jumps. Fast forward towards me, my best friend is 60 at this time. Is this a pneumonia thing, Brenda? I'm hearing pneumonia. Great play. You're in feeling so overwhelmed, you see relief inside. You know what's going to happen to you right now is going to happen. You need to relax and everything's not life or death.
Brenda said yes. Pneumonia.
Yeah. She's had a lot of issues with her immune system, and it's probably connected to COVID in some way. You know, the flowers and diamonds, Rosa Bono. Ooh, that's pretty. You know, I just now discovered where those emojis are. So I have had a computer since the very first one came out. First Apple computer came out. Still emojis.
I show him new stuff, but then again, I don't know everything either. So
Hernandez Walker's nice. Rosa Bono, very nice. Hi guys. Atlanta Brookingale. Anyway, unemployed right now. Can you please show up the next career will be if it will come soon? Someone's saying you got to work at it. Organization's a good thing for you. Anything involving organization. Next career will come. Kimberly wants a card. Did you pull her card? No particular question. Just wants a card. And Rosa wants one too. So you got 2 right in a row. See, it slows things up. Why don't you? Come on, you got to get these down here. Get on these down here.
Oh my gosh.
You're so
Who's
slow.
So I got,
Kimberly Pieta.
yeah, so I got, I
Bunch
know
of
there's a
sticks.
lot of, you're working on something. There's a lot of work going on, but you should be able, I think, soon see,
She's sort of standing in place. She's working a lot of things, but none of them come to fruition yet.
not yet, but they will.
One
Something
of them will
Something
pop out
will.
pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Path now. I'm trying to say that first. It's always by my spirit. Yeah, well, that improves your spirituality and your health and everything. Gary and Bunny. Good see. Happy Sunday. Okay. I remember Boston Jay. Got the little guy that I can't see. Little green guy.
Maybe we can make your screen bigger or something.
Well, it's a small screen. It's a very powerful computer. Apparently, it's really fast, but it's got a small screen. Serenity Springs. Oh, that sounds like a vacation spot. Can you put a link to your Etsy shop in the description? There are a lot of crazy daisy shops. Okay, she's looking for one. So go find it and put a link here.
Okay. Now you're giving me work.
Mm-hmm. Well, Serenity Springs is.
Oh, that's okay. No.
Everyone smash that button. Give it a thumbs up. Yeah, ridiculous is the norm. I agree. Ridiculousness seems to be, that's not a word. That's just, but how many times can everybody sue everybody? I don't like your face. I'm going to sue you. These clowns in the Congress are all suing each other and they all get dismissed. They don't mean anything. Just try to make the other person look, they don't have any foundation. It's just trying to make the other guy look bad. Donald Trump has a dozen of those out, and they just keep dismissing them one after the other. And they file another one, they dismiss that one. It's harassment. Austin Jazz. What is a drinking buddy? Is this a drinking person? Who's a drinking buddy? Well, I build or buy a home in the next year, please and thank you. No, you're going to stand still for a little bit longer. Time's not right. That's a sneak question, wasn't it? Also, Annetta Ardrey. That's a country name. My brother passed away February 17th. I think I hear he was calling up number 9.
Oh, it is. You were right. It is Crazy Daisy Corner. It's hard.
So, is there any way you can add that in there?
I'm trying to figure out how I can.
You go to Etsy and type in Crazy Daisy Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: the C is capitalized and the D is capitalized and the last C is capitalized. So, Crazy Daisy Corner are all capitalized.
Right, no spaces.
No spaces, just one long word.
I can't seem to be able to do anything while I'm on. With your
Okay, so she'll do it later.
I'll try to do it one week. I'll figure it out.
It used to be on my website. I'm not sure if it is now or not. I could look that up too, but that takes time.
We'll figure it out for you guys. We'll get it on there.
Anyway, I've got this girl. He was holding up the number 9. I don't know what it meant. Can you tell me? It has something to do with a postponement of a promise that he made that he never got around to. Some kind of a, a get out of jail free card or it means I'm not there now, so I can't fulfill it. But that's what I'm getting. She could have just said it. Austin J, boy, you've lost some people. My mom passed in 2007, never got to. She forgives you for that. It's just when people are dying, often the last connection is not made. It's very common. Makes you feel guilty forever. I worked with a guy for a long time, and his dad was bugging him all day about something, and he didn't have time for him. He was running the business because he had inherited it from him. He was running the business. Instead, he fobbed him off on me to spend time with, and I had a great time with him. We went out and ate breakfast together and talked a lot about what we were working on. He was an old guy, but I got along with him great. I I've heard that many people didn't, but he died and he still feels guilty. That's been years ago because he wasn't there. But he pushed him off. I don't have time. We have time to talk about that. Anyway, he missed the last connection too. Very common. You got to forgive yourself for that one.
All right. I put it, I think I put the link in the chat.
Scorpio,
Also-
I'm working with a leptokinetic healing. I never heard of it. You try to help me get pregnant. I don't believe that's going to do you any good at all. Someone's saying it's too late. See, you asked me earlier. I remember you that were you going to have another baby? I said no, and it's just not in the cards. Something about aging and old eggs, and perhaps who you're working with is shooting blanks.
I did pull the Empress when you asked that question. So to me, that totally means caregiver, motherhood, all that kinds of stuff. So
You got that she's going to get pregnant. Okay.
I got that. I think I'm.
I'm getting leave it alone. It's not going anywhere. You need to nurture. As all women need to nurture something, or most women, except the knife wielding, axe wielding, crazy ones. But leptokinetic, I never heard of that one.
I haven't either. Something different. I think.
Something's not right inside you. Okay, you're guilty about that. That's terrible. If you buy another building and a home before the end of 2024, it'll be a mistake. It's too early. It's too early. You can do it, but it's not profitable. It's QE2. Is that Queen Elizabeth II? Must be. Make sure she listed out of body experiences lately. And she didn't finish it. So it didn't finish.
It's probably
good for you. I don't understand what that means either. Remember the wheeling, yes. What did I say that?
That was earlier with someone who passed away. He said she had
pneumonia. Is that the one? Okay. Tiger 479, I'm being looked at for a job as a staff member at a residential treatment center position. I don't think you'll like it. Something more one-on-one for you is better. Working with people one-on-one, face-to-face, one against another is advisory is sort of a mom figure, someone who is there to make things better, make people feel better. Oh, there's a yes. Who is that?
That's still about the pneumonia.
Okay.
You're getting caught up. Sassy's here.
Well, that just jumped. Lost the whole thing.
There you go.
Yes, Kish. Okay, I hope you're well. Corner. Just needed the word corner.
I knew that. I got nervous. I got nervous trying to keep up with all your announcements.
His best, yeah. Does my son have a gambling problem? Well, he does. He's beginning to. He's not fully in it, but he thinks that losing for him is an addictive thing. He wants to win to make the money back, and
When I saw that question, I pulled the Queen of Pentacles. Is there someone influencing him?
he does it out of boredom. He likes the action. He likes the sounds. He likes the chips, whatever he's doing. It's and all that stuff by the casinos is to entice you to not stop. The whole thing, the colors and the wheel going around and the cards, and it's all it's fluff.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. I don't care.
He likes that he wins once every now and then, and that's enough to keep him going.
Peanuts.
As you see, work jobs, you're lucky if I stay in healthcare management. Yeah, you belong in healthcare management, but something more one-on-one. Unlucky. Have you been unlucky? You just made poor decisions. That's not being unlucky. I do that too. It's not me. It's my luck has changed. It's on a card and I have a tough stomach pain. She's got a crying emoji there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stomach pain because there's something like going on, or stomach pain because you're dealing with a lot of issues you don't want to deal. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. A lot of stuff going on, and I don't know if it's really stuff that you can do anything about.
Sassy Sarah, I've been feeling under the weather today.
I know about the allergy part.
Oh no, it's not allergies. You have the ability to anticipate something coming back, but I don't believe it's true. It's a bit of a depression. You're out of the woods, basically, but it seems like it's left you not up to your usual self. Immune system's down a little bit. That's depressing. But you're in some kind of remission session there that's not, you're sort of anticipating when it's going to come back, and that's depressing, and it's all tied to that, but I don't see it. I think you're in some kind of remission. Safe for now, someone's saying. Safe for now.
Sorry.
It's all right. We don't have enough room here. Annetta Arter, my brother. I was going to ask Sassy if you showed up how you were feeling, and you've answered it for me. Stomach, skin stuff. It's all over, isn't it? They're saying all over. My brother's in a care home. He had his billfold. Somebody had took it when I was wondering if number 9. And people who are passed don't, and the really, really sick don't generally worry about billfolds and money. What was he doing with it anyway? I don't think they tell you to take all that stuff when you put somebody in a care home. You don't want them to have any of that stuff. There's nothing they can use it for anyway. No, number 9 doesn't have anything to do with anything. Unless he was in bed number 9. Look at that. Jamie, yeah, gambling is sports betting. Yeah, well, that's the worst one.
They make it so easy.
Well, you go down to the local bar on a Friday and Saturday night, and all those macho, sweating men with their high testosterone are yelling at the screen, throwing popcorn, and yelling about their team. That's the kind of testosterone you're dealing with. The high is so great in sports gambling, higher than any other, because it's more of a group setting. It's a group outing, and your tension and being crazy has to do with the people around you, so you tend to bet whether you shouldn't or not. But yeah, sports betting, that's a group activity. It's not like you're playing blackjack. Oh, what did I miss there?
No, that's for me. I did pull a card. I just waiting for
How to reach you, Rosa Bono. It's just GaryChampion.com. I think it's on everything. It's on the.
His
It's on
number's
the.
even on there on
Yeah,
the
phone
website.
numbers on
Email.
this site. It's on my website, which is www.garychampion.com. www.garychampion.com. That's how you reach me. And there's a phone number there. There's a form on the contact page you can fill out and tell me something. But
Yeah, usually people just call or text.
someone said, "Thank you, Benny."
I just pulled your card. I pulled it earlier, but Gary was talking. So I pulled
I'm a
the
yapper.
Two of Wands, the Two of
Yep,
Wands
yep.
for SR Kish. So for some reason, this card for me is like waiting for a journey. Anticipate, but a good journey. It's like you're gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be a vacation.
Someone's saying,
or if
"Don't
it's-
wait too long, or it disappears."
Okay, but it's a good thing.
It's a quick moment of opportunity. It comes around once and comes
Right.
by very quickly. And a lot of opportunities not that way. Come by 10 times. You got a lot of shots at it. This one just has one.
So this
It's a
may be
spur of
what
the moment kind of a thing.
it could be what you've been waiting for, and it's just keep an eye open for
Lisa
it. 'cause
Lopez, you're lazy. My job prospects. About what they've always been, fair. Deal. Oh, good, but anything on this hill. Actually improving a little bit. You think she's sort of sliding downhill and then she recovers. She's not ready to go. Yeah, thank you. Good to know. I mean, you're in good shape. You just somehow don't believe it because Sassy Sarah, every time you seem to get up for a while, then you get knocked down. Then you get up and you get knocked down. You get up and you get knocked down. So you're waiting for that again. And it's depressing to have your life being ruled by some disease you can't control. You can't do anything about it. But I think you're in fair shape. Something about your husband. I should have spent some time with him the other day, but I didn't.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Marby. Remember that name?
Kish, I also pulled the Fool. You're holding back. You just need to just not worry about taking that step. So I think you see it. You see it. You're just thinking about it too much.
Comes
Don't
around,
think so.
comes
Don't think
around
so hard.
once.
Don't
Comes
think so
around
hard.
once.
All right, you can go now.
Rayo. What a name. Rayo. I've advertised for art funding for art projects. 2 or 3 of them. 2 will be successful. 1 will be not as successful. Very creative. Stick to what you know. Don't go wandering into things you don't know. Don't use this money for expeditions into something you don't know. Stick to what you know. Where we at? Arnetta, they took it when he had a fall before you can get back out of the hospital. Okay.
Oh, they took his wallet before. Okay.
It's kind of notorious for people in those places to steal things, and she has a lot of experience with it. And when I've had to go in, she takes all my stuff.
He's lucky I leave his underwear.
She takes everything, anything of any value.
It's just
those
horrible.
people don't get paid a lot of money. You think they do, but they don't. They have the same issues everybody does, and it's just there.
And they're cruel because my grandmother, my 90-year-old
not
grandmother,
all cruel, but they can be.
But it can be. My 90-year-old grandmother, I bought her a beautiful stole in Paris, and they stole it. It was gone. They said it got thrown away with the rubbish.
How long ago did that happen?
Hush! It happened.
It was like 30 years ago or something.
No,
but I'm
just saying it does happen. You have to be careful.
It's probably so old now that it's been turned into a place for a dog to lay down. The dog,
but it's probably still soft. The dog probably is liking it.
Now's a good time to pay attention to money details. Are you taking a lot of pills? now's the time to reassess everything, but pay more attention to the health things and what do you want to do. Come to a place there. Cat Studnick. Cat, what a great name. That's Catherine, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get past the death of my husband. How long do I have to live with that? There's a certain amount of grief that has to happen before you can come back and find somebody new, and you're not through that grief period. When you get through the grief period, and you begin looking out, they're saying you're attractive, so you're not going to have any trouble finding somebody. You probably pushed a few away, but getting past the grief place, and no one can help you with that. And drugs don't help at all; they just delay it. So this is just it's not a 2 or 3 months or a 5-year thing. Everybody's different with grief and the death of a. He must have been a pretty good guy.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Cynthia Shepard, been thinking about my dad a lot this semester. You're tiring yourself out. Really for no reason. You're doing too much. Slow down, you're moving too fast. Not to be scared about stuff. I wonder if it's a career change. I don't know. You talked to her.
Who knows? I mean, we don't know what it is. It's something. So we were talking about.
There's an opportunity that's going to come around once. Right. It's very quick. And it is a good thing. It's a career opportunity. But within the career opportunity also comes new people that you get to meet. So it's everything. Your life could change if you recognize it for what it is. A lot of times these things are hard to spot.
And Rose wants to know if you're on Messenger.
Oh, yeah, Telegram.
I can put him on Messenger.
Why do I want to be on Messenger?
Because sometimes people who don't have iPhones can't get to.
What are they going to do?
Text you.
I have a website with a form there you can fill out if you want to text.
Gary's very, very snail mail.
Well, it's a contact form.
Yeah, you'll get a hold of him. Believe me.
I'm not really good on texting anyway, because one text leads to 15.
He gets all frustrated.
And I stop answering them because there is no end to it. One question leads to another, so I just don't do them anymore.
Well, he does do them, but his answers are very short, and he makes them. Tries to make them to the point.
Hero match my freeze. Should I get a dog? Got to try kindness. You need more kindness.
Or should I get a dog?
No. I find that romance comes when you need it the most. There's nothing wrong with having a dog.
Yeah.
They love you even whether you're terrible or good. You're a stickler. And sticklers always find it hard to romantically get involved because they're sticklers. Everything's got to be done a certain way, a little OCD. So you're going to have to let that go.
I pulled the two swords when I saw that question. I'm like,
finding a
let go
companion is usually hard.
Yeah. We're funny. Someone has to keep Gary in line.
Yeah, Ashby third, I'd say put more than another year. You have a whole issue with the HOA and people above you and pipes leaking and why not just pull up and move? You move to another condo or an apartment or anything. You're staying there because you're angry and you're stubborn and you don't want to give up, hoping you'll get some kind of satisfaction, which you won't.
It's hard having an HOA. We have one.
Shala Matthews. Is that it? Shala, I love that.
Yeah.
Click hard.
Okay. So I have an 8 of cups. It looks like you're going to walk away from something. Or maybe you should be walking away from something.
I think she just did walk away from something.
Okay.
Sometimes that's weird. You get the thing after it's happened. but it's a central part of her life. My husband and I will move out of California to try this everywhere. Thank you very much. Why do you want my advice on moving? It's in your best interest to leave California.
California's hard.
Whether you can or not is, it's a monetary decision, but you need a place with low taxes.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. When you retire, you don't care about the golden state of California. You want someplace where you pay the least taxes. And it's very little research to find that out. Texas, for one, doesn't charge state tax. So we don't pay any state tax here. We just pay a federal. The oil pays for, I know Alaska people don't pay tax, but when you're on a fixed income as a retired person, those bills get hard to pay. So the one with the least amount of taxes, the lowest tax base, and they don't tax state income. That's the place for you. You're not going to find all that sun in the fun, but then you won't have fires or floods or earthquakes here either.
Well, Texas is no tax, and Florida has.
I just said that.
Oops.
You're not listening. Where
I was talking to Rosa. Rosa was asking a question.
No, Lisa, I'm sorry about you're lazy. You take the path of least resistance. How's that?
It's not a bad thing, Lisa. It's kind of
taking the hard road leads to sometimes better results. Taking the easy way, and we've all done that.
I'm doing that right now, and it
leads to not much.
Right, and you just kind of have to put your mind to it and say, "I want better." Or different. I don't know. Gary's funny. He tells me.
You're probably going to say it's a racist thing, but it's not. You just you're taking the easy way, whatever you're doing.
It's a late. I tell Gary I'm retired now.
So the easy way will get you immediate results, but not the long-lasting stuff you're looking for. Not the same thing.
Mm-mm.
Lazy, taking the path of least resistance. It's the same thing. It's just said better.
Said better.
Yeah. Oh, I've taken the easy way.
Yeah.
Oh, life is a mindset. Lorraine wants a card. Did we pull the card for her?
Who are you looking at?
The little white cursor there. So I'm moving it.
Oh, okay. Here you go. I don't know why these cards are not coming up real good.
I don't know why you can't figure out how to do it to where it's.
Yeah.
We have this new light that shines on her face. Also messes with the cards.
It messes with my cards. So that I think
Six of Sticks.
6 of Sticks. So it's kind of a victory. So I don't know. I mean, whatever it is, I think it's something that you've been doing.
The number is his cell phone. What are you talking about?
Huh?
The number is his cell phone?
Yes.
Oh, the number. Yeah. Okay.
So a victory of some sort is what I'm getting.
Duchess of Mayberry. I love that.
That's cute.
You don't live in Mayberry anymore. There's a lot of dissension there. Your basic needs are different. You're moving apart and slowly, but it's seeable, and you can't seem to go back. You've lost whatever. You've lost that love and feeling.
But I also all of a sudden just got the Fool, so it's like
it's a new trip.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's a new trip because you're going to leave,
it's at the beginning of a new trip. That's what
or you're staying, or
the idea that you're asking the question means that you know this is over. It's slowly going away. It's nothing horrible. You just don't have any interest together. So those sometimes are good lives. I know people that live with a husband, they have nothing in common, but they seem to get along fine. This isn't one of those, but I've seen that.
Rose was asking what card came out. Rose, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Guns will always be everywhere. If no one had invented guns, did everybody be carrying a spear or a hatchet? It'd be something.
I like Scorpio Mama. Yes, my husband has no filter, so please, nobody, don't ever get offended by what he says because he
I
doesn't.
can't help
He
it.
doesn't mean it.
And there's nothing I can do about it. So you think I care? No, I don't care.
Sometimes
I
I can stop it. Most of the times I
I
can't.
can't care. It's what I'm hearing from the other side.
Yeah, he
You know, it
hears
comes
it.
straight out. You're a stickler. I can't stop that. How you want me to rewrite that some way that's not a little offensive? No idea. Know how to do it.
He says it how he hears it, and then sometimes I say, that's rude, and he's like,
Blame the dead guy.
he
He's
says,
singing.
that's what I heard. I go, I know he doesn't think ahead as to how it's going to sound. Sorry, guys. It's just the way he is. But it's never meant in any kind of harm or anything.
Yeah,
Believe
well,
me.
that's the nature
Believe
of
me.
being me. I mean, it's not just, these are not my personal ideas. I don't have any personal ideas about any question you ask. Someone who's passed says blah, blah, blah. I say blah, blah, blah. Right or wrong, that's it. I'm sure I don't have a lot of business because of it. Bluntness is, because you get an answer to a question, it's very quick. If I don't say it, then I lose it and I can't say it. So it has to be done.
Right.
There's a protocol. You ask a question, I get an answer. I have to say it really quickly or it's gone. And it tends to sound blunt and abrupt, and that's what it is.
Sometimes it is, but Gary's not like that.
I don't color. If I
himself isn't.
colorize, let me see. Well, it's bad. It's an earthquake. Let me see. Oh, the ground's going to shake a little bit.
Sometimes when he asks me, like I said, I can stop him, but no. If it's something somebody has to know, I mean, he's told people horrible news and stuff I would never even know how to filter, but it's true.
If I could flour it up for you, make it more palatable, put it on a cracker, I would. I just don't. It's a matter of the connection is very quick, and it doesn't linger around. They don't repeat things. They don't repeat things twice.
Can I tell a quick story?
Sure.
Okay. Gary did this to me a few years back. My son was in Anguilla in medical school on the island, and I was heading there with the rest of my kids. And Gary said, go earlier. He says, go now. So my sister and I and my daughter got there 2-3 days before anyone else did. My son had a massive stroke. He actually had 3 massive strokes. If I wasn't there, he probably would have died. So it's like that.
No one knew what to do.
Nobody
we were
knew what
talking
to
on
do.
the phone. I said, take him to the hospital now. And that's what she did. And that saved his life. These communications are not accidental.
He couldn't tell me ahead of time. I don't know if he knew ahead of time or not.
Didn't know.
All he told me was, you have to be there.
Yeah.
And I was. And we
got
him to the hospital.
Being who you are is the best.
So.
Yeah. There's no easy way to do this job. It's a job. I take it as a job, but it's not one I control. I got it one night when my grandmother died. I was 6 and sort of struggled with it ever since I was 6 years old. And that's a long time to be struggling with something. There's no easy answers there. It just comes when it's supposed to. And I say things in a group that I shouldn't say. I haven't done it lately. I don't know why, but I haven't done it lately.
Yeah. And someone's asking you about questions. Gary doesn't usually do. This is. Let me explain how. Gary doesn't really explain very well. When he gets a reading, or you call him, or someone wants a reading with him, he starts getting stuff. Sometimes he'll wake up in the morning and he'll come up with stuff, and he'll be asking me, "Do you know whatever?" And do you know somebody named so and so? And then later on in the day, he gets a reading. You don't have to come up with any kind of questions. Usually he's already getting stuff that you need to know. Your dead people are already talking to him because they already know that you're going to talk to him. So what you need to know, he's already getting it.
I got one last night. I got the name right, and I got a bad thing, and we don't know if it's this person she knows or not. Well, it has to be because I got the name right. We'll leave that up to her how she's going to handle that.
Tread lightly, I think.
It's an unusual thing. that she has. A lot of you are readers, or close to being readers, and have heard voices and have seen things. Um, and if you do it full time or a living, you, it's different. It's different. You get more powerful guides. You get instantaneous answers. Those who don't, I don't know where they're getting their slow answers from, because the other side's very quick in there. Some mediums get something and they change it to make it better for you. They had a lot of, well, it's not so bad, and they minimize everything that's terrible that you need to know, and therefore the reading's ineffectual. Doesn't help any. Directness. They're very very quick with their answers. They're not. I've watched some of that stuff online. They're like 2 minutes later, they're still yapping about something. They finally get around to what it is, and they're wrong.
And Gary's really good about it. He tries to see what other people are doing. You know, who's out there? Anyone new?
I try to watch other people. I can't see much.
He sometimes says to me, he goes, "Honey, can you watch this and tell me if there's anything I need to know?"
Yeah, I do when I
can't
watch
take
it.
it. I can't take it anymore.
I
So-
can't take these
he
long,
does-
long-winded things.
He wants to see what people are doing, and it's amazing. A lot of people do have great gifts, like Gary.
Well, I can tell you, the other side's very quick with answers. They're not guessing. They don't have to. Let me think about that, and I'll get back to you. They know instantly what you need to know. Listening for your part is the hard part.
Right.
I think our time is up.
I think
for sure.
we yapped too much today.
I'm a yapper today. Yep.
But thank you. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to see
We always
you guys
have a
again.
good time. We always have a good time
Yes.
here.
And
It's always fun, and we like doing it together.
and yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful time. And hopefully, I mean, I don't know if we got to everybody's
lots
questions.
of orbs.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of them lately, and it's for me, it's children. They're little ones, they're children, and they're always helpful. They can tell you a lot of things.
Brenda said we missed her. What did we miss? Brenda, I don't see any. What did we miss?
Maybe see, we're not missing them. Sometimes I don't have anything for you.
Yeah,
I look at it and I don't get anything. So I move past rather than sit here trying to wait until they have something. I just didn't have anything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not excluding you for any reason. It's just that I'm trying to move quickly here, and I didn't get anything. I didn't get a hit on it.
Try to get as many people as we can.
Yeah, most people I get pretty instant stuff, but
so sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we missed you. We'll get you next time, maybe.
I'm not sorry. She's sorry. I don't have that in me. I did the best I could today. I took the questions I could and answered them the best way I can. I don't answer all questions because my guys don't want me to tell you something. It may not be that they don't have something, whatever it is, they don't want me to say it. Yeah. I just didn't connect up.
Yeah, maybe your peeps are shy. Who knows?
Okay, time to go.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Check out our little corner on Etsy. See you next time.
Bye.